Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TKMaths is Fun. In today's video, we will continue studying logarithmic and exponential functions. This is video number 3. In the previous videos, we have started with the simple question and now moving towards the advanced questions. And they are all past paper questions. So, rules which I have discussed with you, logarithmic rules, I'm showing you here once more for your reference. Let me make it smaller. So, applying these rules, we will solve 3 questions in this video, and then there will be one more video. Trying to keep the length short so that one can keep the retention and solve the questions. Once we lose the retention, focus, lose interest as well. Okay, so let's see this question. If you want to try it out, I have solved the questions here, but I will give you hints so that you can solve it yourself. Okay, so it's like mind mapping also. Not every time we solve on the paper, but we look at the question and say, yes, this is how it will be solved. So that comfort level should come in our mind so that we can do the questions confidently. So question is saying, given that log p base 8 equals to x and log q base 8 equals to y, write all these in terms of x and y. So I have to convert them into x and y instead of p and q. This is the target. So let's see. The number 1, if you see, what do I see here? That this root p can be written as p power half, right? And then it will come here as a multiplier. Similarly, 2 will come here as a multiplier. So you understood what we will do. I'm trying to give you a hint. So now I will show you how to do stepwise. Okay, so there is only one hint, that root will be power half. So let's see here. This is what I was telling you. So your question will become x over 2 plus 2y. This is the power I was talking about, will come here as a multiplier, which is here. And this 2 will come here as a multiplier. And this whole term is equals to x. I have replaced it by x. And this whole term is equals to y according to the question. So I'm replacing it by y. And that is how the whole question has changed into x and y. This is what was the demand of the question. Now let's see part 2. What comes in your mind? Absolutely right. Quotient rule. Simple. Right? So let's see here. So when we apply the quotient rule, there is no complication. This part equals to y, which is given in the question. And this is the rule. We have studied one of the rule, that if log of any number with the same base, we can replace it by 1. So this is how we have replaced it. Right. Now part 3, which is here. Which rule you will apply? Right, you will apply here product rule. But what is different here? When you have to change it into x and y, you should have base 8. What is the base here? 2. So here it is little challenge. So let's see how to solve it. So part 3. I did not solve it completely. I thought I will solve it with you so that you can understand it fully. I have done the basic steps, which is applied here product rule. Log 64 base 2 plus log p base 2. But now I have to change it to base 8. This is the whole target behind it. 64 is equals to 2 power 6. And then I applied power law. So this much was okay. But what to do here? Because you see, this term will become 6 straight away. Log 2 base 2 is 1. So I got 6 here. How I will change this log p into base 8? Because only then I can convert it into x. So let's start here. I will apply the change of base rule. We studied 2 types of change of base rule. One is, let me erase this and write it again so that you can understand what I'm talking about. So one change of base rule was that if log is given to you and you write it 1 upon, then number become base A will become in place of B and B will come in place of A. But this rule will not help me. I will not get base 8. I need to get base 8. So what is the second rule of changing any log into base of your choice? That was, you take base of your choice. I want here base 8 because log P base 8 will give me X. But this is P, it will come here. Base 2, it will come here. Right? Get it? So now instead of this, I can write here log P base 8 divided by log 2 base 8. Now log P base 8 can be replaced by X. But what about this one? I'm not comfortable with this one. This is incomplete. So now I can apply this change of base rule. So here, instead of log 2 base 8, I can write 1 divided by, here I have X, okay? 1 divided by log of 8 base 2. Got it? I am applying this rule. Where? On this only. So log 2 base 8, which is in the denominator, will become 1 upon log 8 base 2. Now, if you know the basic mathematical skills, if you have, so for example, X divided by 2 over A, can I write it as XA divided by 2? Yes or no? Because what does it mean? X divided by 2 over A, which means X into A over 2, which is XA over 2. So this concept I will apply here. So it will become, just a minute, let me take it a little down. Okay, so it will become X divided by 1 over log 8 base 2. So it will become log 8 base 2 times X over 1. Right, I am applying this concept. I hope you understand. So it will become 6 plus X log 2 power 3 base 2. Because 8 is 2 power 3. 3 come here as a multiplier. 6 plus 3x log 2 base 2, which is 1. So it is 6 plus 3x, because this whole thing is equals to 1. So this is how you will change it into X. This question was little complicated. Similarly, this is the last question for this video. He's saying change it into single logarithm. So this question is given to here. I have written it as it is. LG means base 10. I told you this thing, right? I told you if it is written simple LG, just a minute. If it is written simple LG, it is actually log base 10. Actually, initially I solved this question, but then I decided that I should solve it in front of you so that you can understand. So now with 3 is all alone here. I want log with this so that I can apply quotient rule and product rule, whatever I can. So I am multiplying 3 by LG10. Why by LG10? Because all the other terms have LG, and LG mean base 10. So LG10 is 1, so 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. So now I can apply easily quotient rule. So let me get rid of this multiplier first. This will come here as a power law. Now all the terms are with LG base 10. So I can do log. This is plus only, right? So x square divided by y power 4 divided by 10 power 3, which means LG x square divided by 1000 y power 4. This is how you will change this question into single logarithm. Let's solve part B of it. Oh, part B is here. I have to solve. Okay, so part B is log x base 3 log x base 3 log 3 base x is equals to 5/2. Now we know change of base rule. So I can, for example, apply change of base rule here. So it will become log x base 3. Right? We know this thing. We have discussed it in the earlier videos also. So now I can say let log x base 3 equals to t, just for example. So it will become 3 plus, t plus 1 upon t equals to 5/2. When there is simple t, it is 1. So I can take LCM. It will become t square plus 1 equals to 5/2, which is t square plus 1 times 2 is equals to 5t. So if I solve this question, I'm just making a space here. So it will become 2t square plus 2 is equals to 5t. Right? So 2t square minus 5t plus 2. Now if you factorize it, I'm just doing it here for you, one more step, 4t minus t. So you can easily factorize and get the values of t. So it will become what? 2.5. So you are getting one value of t2, another value is half. So now these value you have to plug in. Just a minute. Okay, so now I have to find the value of x. I have found the value of t so far. So now I will consider when t is equals to 2 and when t equals to half. Right. So it will be log x base 3 equals to 2. So this is x is equals to 3/2. So I got the value 9. Then let me take, in place of this I'm substituting, in place of this basically. Then it is log x base 3 equals to half. So it means x is equals to 3/2. We have learned how to change base form into index form and index form into. So I got these answers of x. So this is how we have to solve, because question says solve the equation. It means I have to find the value of x. So I hope you understood it. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please share it and subscribe it. And in next video, which will be 4, I will solve this word problem. Link will be in the description below. Thank you very much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.